Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon. Welcome to your Divine Masculine weekly forecast. So today's topic is You'll Always Be the One. But this morning, a song was channeled to me by Spirit. It is called Summer Girl by Flurry. So I will try to remember to put the link to that song down below. So that's actually how I created today's outline. So I do tend to channel for those that are experiencing either a separation or a challenge in your connection. So please keep that in mind and only take what resonates for you. All the decks I'll be using here today will be listed down below, as well as this beautiful Organite. So let's get started, you guys. Let's take a look and see what is the energy here of my love, which is how does the moonlight dance in your divine masculine's eyes when he watches you? And that's actually a lyric from this particular song. So let's see what this energy looks like when your masculine looks at you. Now, he could be watching you from afar. You could be right in front of him. It could be he's watching you online, maybe even looking at your photos. It could be the visions that he has of you in his mind. So it could be any of those things. So how does the moonlight dance in your divine masculine's eyes when it comes to you, divine feminine? Ooh, we have use your cunning. Oh, that's fox energy. Okay, so the fox is very clever. The fox is also very resourceful, has a strategy, has a plan. Somebody that might fly under the radar. You don't exactly know where you're at with the fox. And so it's also about foxy. So foxy lady, yeah, that's you to this divine masculine. Okay, for sure. So to me, this is definitely this energy here of fire and passion. Has a lot of energy towards you that's, he feels on fire when he's looking at you. So very exciting. But I also feel like the way that you use your skills and the way that you're a mystery, the way that you move, I feel is very kind of foxy. And you fly under the radar, so you're a bit of a mystery. He doesn't always know what you're thinking. He doesn't always know where he's at with you. And so this also makes you very exciting. But I just feel like you've used your skills or you've used some sort of gifts or talents that you have, and you become very resourceful using these things. Maybe you're making money in a certain way that's very unique. Maybe you've just really done something with your life, like you're self-made. And I feel like this is very admirable to this particular masculine. So he's just kind of, it's like moonlit. That's almost the wrong word. It's like he's star-struck, okay, by you, feminine, is what I'm seeing with that. So let's go ahead and get another message here. What else is he seeing? How else does the moonlight dance in his eyes when he sees you or watches you or thinks of you? Ooh, we have she who persists. So this to me is you. This is like your warrior spirit. You keep pushing. Even if you fall, you don't give up, feminine. So I just feel like when he watches you, it's like he's watching somebody who's very strong. That it's not like you're refusing to take no for an answer, but you're refusing to give up on yourself. You truly believe in who you are. You know who you are. You know what you have, and you know what you need to do. It's like you have purpose in this life, and you're not willing to back down from what you believe. And so I just feel like this masculine is really looking at you, and he really admires your warrior spirit. That's how I'm seeing this, and the way that you use things, and you can perhaps like make something, turn something small into something really significant and big. Maybe you're the kind of person where you're very crafty. Let's just say you are with a group of people, like a group of friends, and everyone's like, gosh, we're bored or whatever. You might be that person that comes up with really great ideas on what you guys could do for fun, or make a game, or turn a game into something. That would be the kind of person you are, divine feminine. And I feel like this is something that this masculine really likes. He's really excited and intrigued by your creativeness and your resourcefulness. That's what I'm seeing here. All right, let's go ahead and get a tarot on that. All right, let's see. Ooh, look at you. The Empress. Sorry, this deck is extremely tall, so it's kind of cutting it off there, but that's the Empress. Amazing. So feminine. This masculine is looking at you like the total freaking package. Now look at her. She's got her hair spiked up. Now, of course, that's resembling a crown, but I just feel like that is somebody who is resourceful. They don't have a crown, but yet they're taking their hair and they're positioning it into a crown. So I really, really feel like that is definitely your energy for sure. And we do have the dollar bill behind it. And so I feel like you're able to just take things and turn it into gold. You're able to take what you have and you're very creative to turn it into something amazing, or maybe something that actually turns a profit, you guys. So this masculine is quite dazzled by what you can do, your gifts, your talents, absolutely. But of course, the Empress she's very sensual, she's very feminine, she's got this beautiful plush garden that you want to be a part of. And so I feel like that's definitely what the masculine sees you as, that prime person, that prime feminine in his life. Okay, so let's continue here. That's pretty strong energy, you guys. And this is Venus. The Empress is ruled by Venus because it's connected to the signs of Taurus and Libra. So Venus all the way. Venus is all about beauty, pleasure. That's you, feminine, to this masculine. All right, let's see what else. What else is he seeing? How else is the moonlight dancing in his eyes when he looks at you? Ooh, we have embraced the interior winter. First of all, he sees you as warmth, right? So if he is out in the cold right now, feminine, I feel like he desires to be in your warm embrace. He desires to be out of the cold. So when he looks at you as a source of comfort, a source of nourishment, and a source of warmth out of the cold, the freezing cold temperatures. That's what I am seeing with that. All right, let's see what else. She who instigates. Oh, very interesting. So also the names Jocelyn and Regina are coming through, so that could be something significant, but we have leader power. Oh, yeah. Okay. So it might be, you guys, that you have a very fiery, passionate personality. Okay, I'm kind of getting this Queen of Wands vibe here. Somebody who is a natural born leader. So that Queen of Wands is like an Aries energy, very on fire. You're also not afraid. That's the thing. Aries are not afraid to go after what it is that they want. They're not afraid to basically be unapologetically themselves. And I feel like that's who you are, Divine Feminine. And the reason that you're this is we have the snake energy here. You've had to go through a lot of transformations, a lot of shedding off of old skin, so that way you can, grow into a stronger, better version of yourself. So there's a lot of ascension, I feel, that's connected to you when this masculine sees you. He sees you as very strong. You're definitely a leader and you are a survivor. And it might be that you don't really care what other people think. And that's a badass energy. So anybody that either doesn't have that, or they're just like, whoa, like I would have never said that. There might be a little bit of a kind of a silent respect that they have for you because this is your vibe or this is your energy. So that's very beautiful. All right, let's see what else. Oh, we have the Nine of Cups, you guys. We can't make that up. The Nine of Cups is my wish fulfillment, right? My dream come true. That's you, feminine. So if your masculine wished for somebody like you and then you came along and let's just say he hadn't done his shadow work yet, he was still dealing with or undergoing some sort of karmic cycles and lessons, he may not have been ready to embrace this connection with you. But I feel like this bird here that has their wings just ready to fly. So even if something is kind of dormant, not ready, frozen, I feel like you are not afraid to keep carrying on and moving forward with your life. And so when this masculine sees that you didn't like put your own happiness on hold, that your cups are full with or without him, there's mad respect that he has for you. So again, I just feel like he's starstruck with your strength. He's starstruck with your beauty. He's starstruck with your need to basically just keep moving forward in life and continuously regenerating your energy and really not backing down from all of the challenges that life has to throw your way, including this connection. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. All right, let's see what else. Remember your innocence. Okay, so with all of this badass energy, I definitely feel like there's this childlike sense energy that you also have too. So you're not like a complete and total, like, hard ass Queen of Swords, but that Queen of Wands, I feel like you're a little mixture of both actually. So the innocence energy, like I said, is like the Fool, or it's like one of the pages, right? You're still learning. You're not completely like full of yourself thinking you know everything. So there's this aspect of you where it's just kind of like it's like a childlike quality, right? You're very queen-like, absolutely, empress-like, but there's also a part of you that doesn't forget to have fun, knows how to have fun, gets in touch with their inner child, likes to mess around, perhaps play games, be outside, just do silly things, laugh at yourself too. So there's a nice combination here of this energy, and this masculine is mesmerized by it actually. I just got here, she instigates. You might kind of instigate a lot of arguing, or just like a child would kind of instigate conversations or topics that could be controversial, but you're doing it because you really want to learn something. And so there's like this cute little energy, I feel, the way that this masculine sees you, sometimes feminine. And we have she who begins, launch, actualize, and potential. So I feel like there's this young spirited energy that you possess, this very youthful. That's what it is. It's a youthful energy. It may be that you're masculine when he looks at you or watches you, even though you're a certain age, he still sees you as being either really youthful, you take good care of yourself, you're just youthful in your appearance, or it could just be from just who you are. It just almost causes you to look more youthful. And it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with looking older. It's just there's something about your energy and your vibe that's still connected to this innocence, this playful energy. That's what I'm seeing here. But she who begins, like, you're never afraid to start over. I feel like there's a real death and transformation connected to you, feminine. You may have gone through a lot of deaths in your life, and they may not be physical deaths, like obviously with yourself, but physical deaths with people around you. But it could just be like soul, dark night of the soul, lots of shadow work, just having to start over and begin again. That's so much transformation experience. It's like you can't really gain that unless you go through some hard times. And so I feel like the fact that you are a survivor, feminine, this is also something that the masculine really respects when he looks at you and he sees how far you've come. Let's get one last tarot card. Yep, we have the Seven of Cups. You're a dreamer. Yeah, you're a dreamer. And you also have a lot of choices, and you've made a lot of choices in your life that have gotten you to where you're at today. And I feel like maybe some of those choices have probably been, bad choices, but were they really bad, or were they just things that you needed to learn? So I feel like you're not afraid to try new things. You're not afraid that if you make this choice, so you go after things. You're not the kind of person that's going to let fear hold you back. There's lots of people that are way too timid. They're way too cautious, and they literally do not live their lives. They don't make decisions because they get caught up in overanalyzing things. That's a really difficult life to live. I feel, feminine, for you, if you feel it in the moment, you're just going to go after it. If you've gotten hurt before, you might think twice, but you're not going to let anything hold you back. If you really feel something and you trust something, you're going to go for it. You're not going to let fear run your life. And this is also something that this masculine really respects. Now, there is something about dreaming you. I dreamt of you. You're my dream partner, right? Seven of Cups is a card of dreams. This masculine dreamed you. You're his dream person. But there is this thing where he may not have been ready when you actually showed up. It's like he always hoped or dreamed for a person like you, but when he actually got it, he wasn't ready for it. Okay? That's what I'm seeing here. And you remind this masculine of everything he wants to be, which is why the moonlight is dancing in his eyes when he sees you and he sees the true version of you and everything that you represent. So that's amazing. All right, you guys. So now we're going to go into visions of you, which is what is circling round and round in your masculine's mind at this particular time. Let's look at this energy. All right, this is my Twin Flame Journey Oracle. we have reinvention, rebuild, rekindle, renew. So what's going round and round in this masculine's mind right now is perhaps how to rekindle this connection with you, how to rebuild, how to reinvent either himself or reinvent this connection, or a little bit of both. Okay, so this is my Twin Flame Journey Tarot. Let's see what else. Oops. I don't know why that just banged that around. There we go. Ooh, Queen of Cups. So intuitive and sensitive. I feel like this masculine is actually trying to reinvent himself in his heart chakra. He's trying to reinvent himself with his emotions. He's trying to get more in touch with his sensitive feminine side, actually. He's maybe even trying to strengthen his intuition, maybe working with meditation or his third eye. But I feel that the Queen of Cups is someone who you really love. This is Cancer's energy. Cancer is home, right? And I feel like this masculine feels like his feminine is his home. So he would like to rekindle that energy, to come back into her warm embrace, that warm embrace from the Empress's energy, okay? For sure. So let's see what else. What else is going on here? Actually, I'm just going to put this over here and spread this out here. Okay. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Awakening. Very interesting. So this to me is the renew. This is the reinvention. I feel like there's a second awakening taking place. I do feel like this masculine experienced an awakening when he met you, feminine, but he was not fully awakened. You may have awakened some shadow within him. You may have shaken things up for him, but I feel like he's experiencing a second awakening, which is having a deeper impact on him when it comes to reinventing himself with the light or connecting with his heart space. So he might feel like he's losing his mind right now because he's feeling extremely sensitive. He might actually be having a lot of dreams or experiencing a lot of telepathy with you right now, feminine. And this is because something is awakening. Something is trying to be rebuilt at this time or reinvented within this connection. So there's a lot of stuff that's happening on an emotional level, where it's the mind, what he's thinking is actually touching his heart. So I feel like it's bringing up some emotions, and these emotions may be connected to you. He feels very sensitive at this time, feels quite emotional actually. So that's what's going round and round in his head. Let's see what else. We have guide. So this right here is the third eye, actually. It's wisdom, knowledge, and guardians. So this is like your spirit team that is helping you, your guides, your inner guide, your inner guidance, the system. This is trying to show you something. And I feel like the inner guidance is actually the heart. So it's the emotions. The emotions right now are very strong for this masculine, and it's really getting him to understand something. It's trying to get him to get in touch with some sort of wisdom and knowledge that actually resides deep within himself. Something that he may not have had access to before because maybe the ego or his shadow is blocking it. But I feel like the light is coming in, and this is what's reawakening this masculine in a different way. And so he's getting more in touch with certain aspects of himself that were blocked before. We have Five of Swords, mind games and control. Very interesting. I feel like I'm losing my mind. So right now it's like trying to gain control of the mind, but the heart saying, lean into me. Lean into me for this wisdom. Lean into your heart for this knowledge. Your what you know isn't exactly where it's at right now. Because sometimes we can overthink things. We can overanalyze things in the mind. That's great to remember things, but are we truly accurately remembering them or seeing them in their truest truth? I feel like the wisdom actually comes from the higher self as well as the heart. So the heart knows. And I feel like that's what's happening right now. Spirit is really guiding this masculine to take control of the mental games, the mind games that his ego or his shadow is trying to basically, keep him from connecting with the heart. So feels like he's losing to this mind game battle, but I feel like spirit's coming in, guardian angels are coming in to help bring him back and to gain control of his higher self and his heart when it comes to you in this connection. Because where the wisdom truly lies when it comes to you in the connection is in the heart space. It's not in the mind. It's not in the mental realm. oh my gosh, only you can soothe me. Oh yes, that already came up. So there's this, the Queen of Cups is probably going to be that person, right? Because I think we had the Queen of, what do we have so far come through? We just had the Empress, but I think I was getting kind of Queen of Swords and Queen of Wands vibes from the other cards. They didn't actually come through. But the one that did come through is Queen of Cups so far. And that is home. Only you can soothe me. The Queen of Cups in her heart space, she can soothe me. That's the one I want to turn to. This is the one that I want to confess my feelings to. This is the one that I feel safe saying these things and feeling these things with. So your energy, Divine Feminine, I feel is actually guiding this Divine Masculine at this time. The more that you're in your heart center, the more this is actually helping him to connect with his heart center, if that makes sense. So if you're in a battle, like a battle-like state right now with your masculine, really try to gain control, as in heal those aspects, figure out what you need to learn from that, and kind of soothe your own energy and get into that realm of the Queen of Cups, because I feel like this will help this masculine to, kind of make peace with himself with certain things that may have gone down, as well as to guide him back into your embrace. That's what I'm seeing here. All right, let's see what else is going on. What else is circling round and round in the masculine's mind? I feel like he feels guided to you, but I feel like he's confused and feels like his mind is playing tricks on him. So he might be wrong, or it might not be what he thinks, something like that. We have fall. So we have the specific months of September, October, November. This masculine might be thinking of something that happened around that time. The Five of Swords, of course, is a battle. It's a battle between two people or several people. And usually the fallout that happens because of the Five of Swords is very unpleasant. Someone usually has to walk away from this particular battle. It's like a fight that can't be won. So we just kind of have to agree to disagree, or we just have to walk away with hurt feelings. And so this could have happened in fall. This could have been the fall of your connection, basically. It fell from grace, something like that, with maybe some kind of a fight. But this is something that the masculine thinks back on. Might be when you guys actually fell in love and met too. Oh, okay. So yeah, I feel with the stars energy, this is Aquarius, by the way. I do feel this could be interesting. This could be actually the duration of your connection. September, October, November, December, January, February. I'm getting like this could be a short-lived connection, like 4 to 5 months here for some of you guys. But this masculine thinks back on when he fell in love with you, feminine, and how it felt like the stars aligned and how his wish was fulfilled when you showed up. So that just confirms that energy there. He thinks a lot about this because I feel like in the beginning, this is how he felt, but something happened, like something either fell apart or, it's like maybe he put you up on this pedestal and then you fell from grace because he started to project something onto you. I'm getting that. So you'll always be the one, though. I feel like it's not you were always the one. I just got that. You were always the one. Even though I might have told you otherwise, you were always the one. I feel like the masculine shadow self was basically communicating with you if he broke things off or said something very hurtful to you. Look at this. Toxic. I'm no good. Yeah. The masculine in his toxic phase and dark phase, even though you guys were brought together at a time where he felt toxic. Now, he may have felt this instant connection with you and felt saved from, like he fell from grace and you were like this angel coming in that was going to save him from his darkness, right? But what I'm seeing is that that only lasted for so long. That couldn't continue because you weren't there to save your masculine. You were there to have a connection with him, not to do him some service and then not get anything in return. So I just feel like he may have gotten to a point where he just felt like I'm not good enough for you and may have started to sabotage this connection. So he's thinking back on the fall of your connection, but he's also thinking about when you guys first met, how everything felt right, how everything just frickin' aligned so magically. All right, let's see what else is going round and round in his mind. So we know he's thinking about the past. He's thinking about what happened. All right, we have twin flame, counterpart, reflection, catalyst. I like these 3 different messages here because to me, that's really what a twin flame is. A twin flame is going to be your counterpart in this life that's going to mirror shit to you that you may love, but you may also not like. They're going to be the major catalyst in your life to grow, to heal, and change. And we may not all end up with this person in a physical union in this life, but there is always going to be this connection here. There's always going to be something that lines the 2 of you back up, either in the physical or you're never going to be able to forget this person. There's always going to be something related or connected to them that's going to remind you of who you truly are and what you need to work on, or what makes you great, what makes you strong, or what inspires you in this life. It's all going to be connected to each other. So that's really beautiful. So even though this masculine may not have known what this connection was, this is what it was. So it felt very powerful and very strong. He felt like he was looking in a mirror. Absolutely. He was looking in a reflection. But let me tell you something. If you're not ready to look at yourself, what you're going to see is you're going to see something that you want to run away from. So like I said, this could have been a blessing in the very beginning and then quickly turned into a nightmare where this masculine was running away from you, feminine, because he wasn't ready to deal with his shadow or reflection. Okay. Yeah, like I'm toxic, I'm no good. I'm toxic, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to destroy this. 4 of Wands, not in this deck, obviously, because I don't have an 1111 in it, but a lot of twin flame readers will say that this 4 of Wands tarot card is the twin flame card, 1111. So I think it's very interesting that it's actually coming up. Foundation and commitment. Yeah. So the foundation of this connection is twin flame. The commitment is the contract of a twin flame connection, a twin flame contract. So I feel that this is circling round and round in the masculine's mind, that if you guys did not have an opportunity to actually spend time together and in the long term to build on this commitment, I feel like it's coming back around for him because he would like to pick this back up. He would like to come back to it and reinvent it. Maybe he felt like he was not good enough back then, and maybe now he does feel good enough. So this might be why he's thinking about this again. Also, too, you guys could have spent Christmas together, or Christmas or December could have been significant for this particular connection. The holidays is what I'm getting. And it's like October, November, December. So I'm getting specifically like autumn holidays like Halloween or Thanksgiving or something, and then Christmas and New Year's. I feel like there's something there that you guys have a memory tied together in one of those ways. We have craziness. I have so much love for you. It makes me crazy. I know you feel it too. Are we just losing our minds, or is this what true love feels like? Okay, so this masculine, there's a part of him that does feel a little crazy. He feels very like he's losing his mind, okay? So I feel like a lot of things are happening. He might be seeing a lot of signs. He might be seeing a lot of synchronicities that are connecting him back to you, feminine, reminding him of you and the time that you guys spent together. And the reason that this is happening is because this is a contract. It's a special kind of contract where you're not meant to forget about it. You know, it doesn't mean you can't move on or be happy without your person. It just means you're going to remember them and you're going to think back on them until you clear certain things, or it could even be for some of you until you guys come together and experience closure or healing or apologies if they're needed to be given, etc. So there is a reminder of you that's constantly popping back up for this masculine. And I feel like it's just going to kind of drive him a little nutty until he actually gets clarity. And he may have to get clarity on that by making contact with you, trying to reconnect with you, restart something with you, or really working on himself to get him to a point where he is no longer this toxic individual, if that's who he is right now. So that's what we have so far. So we are going to shift over onto the extended. This is what we're going to go into over there. Lost in the forest. Where did this divine masculine lose himself along the way? Then we're going to go into psychic melodies, which is what music is in his head and that he knows is actually coming from you. Because this says here, I know you feel it too. What songs are coming up for him right now that are confirming for him that you feel it too, or that it's you that's basically giving him these signs or that's speaking to him? Then we're going to go into the dream world, which is what dream of you does your divine masculine like to sink into when he sleeps? And then last, warrior spirit, how is your divine masculine fighting his way back to you? So if you guys like to join me over there, I will put a link in the description box down below. And thank you guys so much for choosing to watch this reading today. You guys take care. Bye-bye.